Hello, all you lovely, beautiful people. It is my 17th day. It's Saturday, the 29th of March 2025. It's the 17th day of my health journey, taking Mannatech products to see if it'll help with just various different health challenges and help improve my health and well-being. As you can tell, I've had a bit of a change with the hair and the beard, and this time I kind of smarted up a little. It's getting a little raggedy and a little blanc, so yeah, time for a restyle, and also in preparation for the upcoming summer. And so let's see, how's things been health-wise? So I today started adding to what I have been taking. So I've added 1 scoop of Manapol in the morning, and I've also got some Immunostarts, so I'll be starting on those later today as well. How have I been in general? So the pain has been a lot less in general in the feet. And I say that, and I took my supplements just a short while ago this morning, and I'm starting to get a warm sensation in my feet right now, which is really interesting. So typically what's happening is I'm still getting pain in my feet when I walk. It's just not as bad. And it's not happening all the time, but I suppose it is happening all the time that I walk. I guess I'm just not walking that very much. I'm not necessarily always in pain when I'm in bed, but the pain comes and goes. So I have moments when like the legs start getting painful and sore, and then it kind of improves a bit. So I'm hoping that's just getting less and less. It's becoming more tolerable. It's less like severe pain. It's more kind of like it's like a dull pain. It's still painful, but nowhere near as severe as it was in the beginning when I first started, because then it was literally getting unbearable. And also, sort of, I'm not having celery juice every day, so I'll have it for a couple of days, and then there'll be a bit of a break, and then I'll have it again for a couple of days, mainly just because it takes a bit of effort to kind of prepare it and stuff, and so it's not always available every day. So I'm kind of working towards trying to kind of have a bit more consistency with that as well. And overall, well, when I woke up this morning, it was really interesting. I kind of felt like I had a bit more of a spring in my step, if I could put it that way. It wasn't exactly like, okay, so mentally I was like, yay, I'm ready to like start exercising and everything, but like physically it's like, yeah, not yet. Let's just stop being in pain first when we walk as a start, maybe. And so kind of, I was really ambitious in my mind, but my body was not ready at all yet to even begin. And I don't want to push myself unnecessarily until like at least the pain subsides enough that I can tolerate it and actually like do stuff. Right now, it's bearable if I absolutely have to do things, but I'm trying to avoid overdoing it just yet. Just hoping that kind of it gets less. It seems to be improving though, so that's definitely a positive. With the products, I think between Ambrose Life and Ambrose Complex, I'll probably just stick with Ambrose Life. I think it does feel slightly better when I take Ambrose Life than when I take Ambrose Complex, and I think there might be some subtle difference. Not 100% sure. I'm going to kind of give it maybe another week, and then I might try to do a couple of days of just one product and a couple of days of just the other product, just to see if there's any noticeable difference. But for now, I'm kind of comfortable taking 2 scoops of Ambrose Life in the morning, 2 scoops of Ambrose Complex in the evening. I don't always manage to have it before I eat. I don't always manage to have it before meals, but I'm just like, you know what, it's better I just take it rather than not at all. And as it is like a food thing, I mean, technically, taking it with food should be a good thing. I know it's suggested to take it just before your meals, but you know what? I'd rather do imperfect but get it done rather than try to be perfect and not done at all. So that's that. I think mental clarity is improving a little bit. interestingly, like, I do fatigue, and there are some things that, like, are maybe a bit more complicated or a bit more complex, and that's still challenging. I'm not able to necessarily focus or concentrate per se, but um, I think part of it might also be kind of not resting enough, maybe not eating enough of the right things. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But I am trying to find where's the kind of sweet spot in terms of when am I mobile, when am I active, when am I mentally alert. And so even when I wake up in the morning, it takes me a few hours to kind of get functioning again and sort of get mobile, get operational. Um, Definitely, acupuncture has definitely been a massive help in terms of pain management. It's just a little challenging because my acupuncturist is going on sort of half-term break not next week, the week after. So for 2 weeks, I won't be getting any acupuncture at that point. It will be down to the products and supplements for any health benefit or support I can kind of derive from it. What else? Let's see. There's kind of the mental fog. I think overall, it's just over 2 weeks. Definitely in a much better place than when my feet were burning and in intense pain. So that's the progress. I'm cautiously optimistic, shall we say, that things are going in the right direction. I did say I'm committing to this for 6 months, just because, like, I want to give my body a fighting chance to properly try recovering and healing. So I'm not expecting any miracles straight away, but any little wins, they're wins, right? So for now, we'll just settle for kind of how it feels in the leg, in the swelling, and oh, that's the other thing. So I wore compression wraps for the first time in probably about a month, maybe even longer. And I managed to wear it for a couple of hours, and then by the evening I had to take them off. I only put them on in the afternoon, so about 3, 4 o'clock. Then by about 8, 9 o'clock, I had to take them off because they were just hurting. And then after that, the following morning, around 3 a.m., I woke up and I had this kind of intense heat internally, a bit like a fever, except I didn't have any of the traditional fever stuff that happens for me from the past, but I did have just like literally like I'm in a toasty blanket on the inside, sort of so much heat coming out of me. And the leg is still sensitive, it's still delicate. And so I'm not going to put compression on probably for another week or two. I'm just going to let the leg settle a bit. And I'm hoping that the supplementing is helping improve like the cells or something. I don't know what it could be doing. But I'm just hoping that kind of the leg gets a bit more resilient before I can start putting it back in to compression again. I was planning to put it in the leg pump as well, but again, because it gets quite sore really easily right now, I want to give it a chance to kind of, have a couple of weeks of supplementing and see if that helps improve the underlying baseline of health first. And then once I feel a bit more resilient in the rest of me, then we'll look at doing compression with the leg, because at the moment it just, the leg seems to get agitated and inflamed, and I'm not happy with that at all. I certainly don't like being in pain. So I've kind of put that on pause just for now. Unfortunately, it does mean that the leg is swelling a bit more than it does usually. So I'm hoping that we can get to a good place with the supplementing first, and then be able to kind of start bandaging the leg up a bit more and just like wrapping it up tighter so that the swelling comes down a bit more. But for now, I'm kind of focusing more on sort of general pain sensations and getting those sorted out first. So yeah, that's my update, day 17. I'll probably do maybe like weekly updates at this stage just to kind of stay on track with kind of how things are going. Let's see how the mana pull affects me, and I'm also going to start taking some immunostat. So just to kind of try to support and see what happens, what difference that might make. Haven't started sport yet, but might just hold off on that until next month at this stage. But let's see how I feel. Kind of just following my intuition at this point, and touching in with how the body feels and responding and adjusting accordingly. All right, bye for now.